welcome, and thank you for listening. Today, you will hear the life story of Cristiano Ronaldo. This story is told in simple English to help you improve your listening skills and grow your confidence. As you listen, try to relax and follow the rhythm of the language. This is not only a story about football, it is a story about effort, pain, patience, and strong belief. It is the journey of a boy who started with very little and dreamed of something very big. Cristiano Ronaldo was born in Portugal on a small island called Madeira. Life on the island was quiet and beautiful, but it was not easy. His family did not have much money. They lived in a small home, and daily life was often difficult. His father worked hard but earned little, and his mother did everything she could to support the family. From a very young age, Cristiano learned that life was not always kind, and nothing came for free. As a child, Cristiano was full of energy. He loved to run, to move, and most of all, to play football. He did not care about expensive toys or new clothes. His greatest joy was kicking a ball in the streets with other children. Many days, he played for hours without stopping. Football was not just a game for him. It was a place where he felt happy, free, and strong. School was not easy for Cristiano. He found it hard to focus, and he was often more interested in football than in lessons. Some teachers did not understand him, and some classmates laughed at his strong island accent. These moments hurt him deeply. Even as a child, he felt different from others. But instead of giving up, he kept moving forward. Inside him, there was a quiet fire pushing him to do better. At home, his family saw his passion and his pain. They knew football was important to him, even if they did not fully understand how far it could take him. His mother supported his dream, even when it was difficult. She believed that discipline and hard work could open doors. Cristiano learned early that love and support can give strength, even in the hardest moments. This is how his journey began. Not with fame or success, but with a small boy, a simple ball, and a powerful dream. From this early life, shaped by struggle and hope. Cristiano Ronaldo started walking a long and challenging path that would change his life forever. Cristiano's childhood was not easy, and as he grew older, the difficulties became clearer. Money was always a problem in his family. There were days when food was simple and limited. His parents worked hard, but life was still full of worry. Cristiano understood this from a young age. He saw his mother tired, and he saw his father struggling. These experiences made him serious early in life. He learned that comfort was not guaranteed, and that effort was necessary every day. Football became his escape and his focus. After school, he rushed outside to play. He trained his body without knowing it. He ran up hills, played on hard ground, and used worn shoes. He fell many times and got back up again. Other children played for fun, but for Cristiano, football slowly became something more. He felt angry when he lost and proud when he improved. Even as a child, he hated to fail. At school, the problems continued. He was often distracted, thinking only about football. Teachers complained that he did not listen. One day, after an argument with a teacher, he was punished and felt deeply ashamed. This moment stayed in his memory. He felt misunderstood and alone. Many people saw him as a problem child, not as a boy with a dream. These labels hurt him, but they also made him stronger inside. Cristiano was also very emotional. When he lost a match or played badly, he cried. Some people laughed at him for this. They said he was too sensitive, but his emotions showed how deeply he cared. Football was not just an activity, it was part of his identity. Every mistake felt personal, and every small success felt important. His family worried about him, but they also noticed something special. No matter how tired he was, he never wanted to stop training. He practiced alone, repeating the same movements again and again. He watched older players and tried to copy them. Slowly, people around him began to see his talent. Local coaches noticed his speed and control. They saw that this boy was different. These early years were full of pressure and pain, but they also built the foundation of his character. Cristiano learned discipline through hardship. He learned focus through struggle. And without knowing it, he was preparing himself for a much harder challenge that was waiting ahead, far away from home. When Cristiano was still very young, his life changed in a sudden and painful way. He was given a chance to leave his island and join a football academy on the mainland. This was a big opportunity, but it also meant leaving his family. At only 12 years old, he had to say goodbye to his mother his sisters, and the life he knew. The distance felt huge. For the first time, he was truly alone. Life at the academy was hard. The days were long and strict. Training was intense, and the competition was strong. Many boys were older, bigger, and more confident. Cristiano felt small and weak. At night, he missed his home deeply. He cried alone in his room and felt lost. Sometimes, he asked himself if he had made a mistake. The dream he loved now felt heavy and painful. Other players noticed his accent and background. Some laughed at the way he spoke. Others said he would never succeed. These words hurt him deeply. He felt rejected and different once again. There were moments when he wanted to quit and go back home. The pressure was strong, and the loneliness was real. During this time, Cristiano also faced a serious health problem. Doctors found an issue with his heart. For a moment, his football future was in danger. He was afraid. The thought of losing football felt worse than anything else. After treatment and recovery, he returned to training with even more determination. This experience taught him how fragile life can be and how important every chance is. Slowly, he began to change. Instead of focusing on fear and pain, he focused on work. He trained harder than before. He stayed late after practice and arrived early in the morning. While others rested, he repeated exercises again and again. He decided that talent alone was not enough. Effort had to be stronger than doubt. The loneliness did not disappear, but he learned to live with it. He used it as fuel. Every insult, every moment of fear, and every tear became part of his motivation. This period was one of the hardest in his life, but it shaped his mind. He was no longer just a boy with a dream. He was becoming someone ready to fight for it no matter the cost. After the hardest years of fear and loneliness, a slow change began in Cristiano's life. He did not become successful overnight. There was no sudden miracle. Instead, there was a long period of quiet work and strong persistence. Day after day, he focused on small improvements. He run faster, trained longer, and pushed his body beyond pain. While others stopped when training ended, he continued alone. Cristiano started to believe deeply in himself. This belief was not loud or proud. It was silent and strong. He understood that progress takes time. He accepted mistakes and used them as lessons. When he played badly, he did not blame others. He looked at himself and worked harder the next day. This mindset slowly separated him from many other players. Coaches began to notice his discipline. They saw how serious he was about training. They saw that he listened, learned, and improved. His body changed, his movements became sharper, and his confidence grew. He was still young, but his mentality was already strong. He did not ask for comfort. He asked for challenge. His first professional chances came slowly. Sometimes he played only a few minutes. Sometimes he stayed on the bench. These moments were frustrating, but he stayed patient. He watched experienced players closely and learned from them. He understood that every small chance mattered. When his moment came, he gave everything. During this long period, Cristiano also learned mental strength. He learned how to stay calm under pressure and how to control his emotions. Losing no longer broke him. Winning did not make him careless. Balance became part of his growth. Step by step, he was building not only a football career, but a strong inner character. This long journey of persistence was not exciting from the outside. There were no headlines and no applause. But inside, something powerful was growing. The boy who once cried alone was becoming a man who trusted his work. This turning point marked the beginning of a new chapter, one that would soon bring recognition and a much bigger stage. As the years passed, Cristiano's hard work began to show clear results. His performances improved, and more people started to notice him. He was no longer just a young player trying to survive. He was becoming a strong professional with confidence and purpose. Each match was a test, and he faced every test with focus and determination. He wanted to prove himself every time he stepped onto the field. Opportunities grew, but so did pressure. Playing at a higher level meant stronger opponents, louder crowds, and more expectations. Mistakes were seen by many people. Criticism became part of daily life. When he failed, the world watched. When he succeeded, the world celebrated. Cristiano learned how to live with this pressure. Instead of running from it, he accepted it as part of the job. His discipline remained his greatest strength. He continued to train harder than most players. He took care of his body, his rest, and his mindset. While others relaxed, He prepared. Records were broken not by luck, but by years of effort. Success came step by step, built on habits that never changed. Talent opened the door, but discipline kept him inside. With success came fame. People around the world knew his name. This attention was exciting, but also dangerous. Cristiano understood that fame can distract and weaken focus. He stayed close to his routines and goals. He remembered where he came from and how hard the journey was. This memory helped him stay grounded. Beyond football, his influence grew. Young people looked up to him. Many saw his story and felt inspired. He became a symbol of effort and belief. His journey showed that background does not decide the future. Action does. Responsibility came with success, and he accepted it with seriousness. This period of growth changed his life completely. From a lonely boy with a dream, he became a global figure with impact far beyond the field. Yet inside, the same fire remained. The desire to improve, to compete, and to push limits never left him. And through all the recognition, he continued to move forward, one goal at a time. Looking back at Cristiano's life, the meaning of his journey becomes clear. His story is not only about football or trophies, it is about habits, patience, and the power of daily effort. From childhood, he learned that talent alone is not enough. Life tested him many times, and each test taught him something important. He learned to accept pain, to respect work, and to stay focused even when results were slow. Success did not remove problems from his life. It only changed their shape. Pressure, criticism, and expectations followed him everywhere. But he faced them with the same discipline he learned as a child. He did not allow comfort to make him weak. He stayed strict with himself. This mindset helped him last for many years at the highest level. His strength was not only in his body, but in his routine and mentality. Cristiano's journey also shows the importance of responsibility. As his influence grew, he understood that many people were watching him. Young players, fans, and children looked at his actions. He tried to lead by example, not with words, but with behavior. He showed that respect, effort, and consistency matter more than excuses. For English learners, his life offers a simple lesson. Progress takes time. Learning a language, like building a career, is a long path. There will be mistakes, slow days, and moments of doubt. But steady effort creates change. Small improvements, repeated every day, can lead to big results over time. His story ends not with an ending, but with a message. Where you start does not decide where you finish. Discipline can be learned, confidence can be built, and persistence can change a life. If you enjoyed this story and want to continue improving your English, please like this video and subscribe to English Parallel. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep moving forward, steppy by steppy.